All right, everybody, welcome to the Team Rhino call. It is July 9th, and it's 5 o'clock. And we have a 90-10 webinar today at 5:30, so we've got about 25 minutes here to get going and talk about, what do we want to talk about today? Oh, you guys didn't know that you were the ones that got to tell me what to talk about today? And you're all muted. No,
are we going to talk about Summit?
We could talk about Summit. Gabe, are you coming to Summit? You're on? Yes. Awesome. Okay. Let's see, Melinda's coming, right? Beth, you're not making it? Not making it this year. Okay. So we will talk a little bit about Summit here. So first of all, for Summit, Thursday at 3:30-ish. I need to really check when that PIO workout's going to be over. But Thursday afternoon, and I'll post this in our Summit group. If you're not in the Summit group, you need to go get in the Summit group. But I want to invite everyone over to my house, my apartment there, and we'll just have a little party. I'm thinking about trying to get some food together. I'm not sure what the situation's going to be like, so I'll let you guys know about it when I figure it out. But I'm going to try to get some food together to be at the house, and some drinks, and we'll just have some fun and meet each other, people that we haven't met and all that kind of stuff. And then we're also going to do our regular Thursday webinar from the house there in Nashville. And so what I'm going to do is just bring in coach by coach. You know, if you don't want to be on it, you don't have to be on it, but just bring in coach by coach, and you'll have like 1 to 2 minutes to tell why you love Beachbody on our webinar. And then I'll do the regular end of the webinar where I kind of go over stuff. So we're going to have a lot of stuff going on Thursday night. Then the big opening celebration at LP Field is on Thursday night at 7, I think. So we're going to be at my house from like 4 to 7 or so, eat some food, do a webinar, meet each other, have some fun. And then if there's time, we'll maybe have another night where we're there. Let's see, what else for Summit though? I think everybody's pretty much got themselves on the same track, so we're all pretty much in the same locations, so we'll be good there. Communication's probably going to be difficult. We might have to just keep using the Summit group. I don't know what else really to say about Summit. I mean, it's just going to be awesome, and we're going to have a ton of fun, and we're going to learn a lot, and people are going to come out fired up. We're going to have size going on. One idea for you is if you know any Zumba instructors or any other fitness instructors who teach dance type stuff, mixed fit, things like that, now would be a great time to start talking to them about the opportunities for size, because there's a live certification and they can get certified to teach size live, just like they teach Zumba live. And then they can integrate that with the at-home program and learn how to help people from at home too. And so that's what I'm talking to Zumba instructors about, people that come to their classes that don't get results. I don't know if you've ever seen people go to, any class really, and they go like twice a week to Zumba or something like that. But the rest of the week, they don't eat well. They don't do any other workouts, and they do their twice a week Zumba, and they're not getting any results. And this is a way for instructors to help people outside of their classes, where they only see that person for an hour, and then they don't have any way to help them be accountable or help those people during the rest of the week. So think about that. You got any Zumba instructor friends, go talk to them. Questions about Summit, just you guys can unmute yourselves if you want, ask questions about Summit, and then we're going to talk about one more thing.
Anything we need to bring that, I don't know, anything special we should bring, or any fancy suits or anything we should bring?
No, not really. There's some parties and stuff like that, but they're saying, Western chic, which means basically wear whatever the heck you want. It's going to be hot, so I think they're not expecting people to dress to the nines. And anything that's at LP Field, you're going to be like anybody that's going out onto the stage is going to be walking across grass. So they're telling women not to bring heels, because walking on the grass and heels is the turf and heels is not good and stuff like that. So I think they're trying to get people to be a little more casual at this one. It's going to be really hot. So yeah. I can't think of anything specific. I mean, you're going to want to have like a bag or something that you can carry around for the main conference part, where you can have a notebook with you and you can take notes and that kind of stuff. Bring your phone charger.
Right.
You're going to be wanting to take pictures. So if you've got a GoPro or any special camera besides your camera on your phone, bring that. Because there'll be lots of things to take pictures of. Do some social media stuff while you're there. It's always a good idea to start right now talking about a little bit here and there on your social media about how you're going to Nashville and why you're going to Nashville. It can generate quite a bit of buzz with people. You know, people ask questions, what's it about, you know, that kind of stuff. So think about doing that. Anything else? Summit questions? No? Nope, no summit questions. All right, well, let's talk about something today, because, you know, I'm reminded over and over again in this business that this business is not easy, and that there will be struggles and there will be things that will upset you in the business. And I'm not just talking about our situation today, Melinda. I'm talking about more situations than that. But, you know, people will work with you and then order from other people. People will become coaches on your team and then quit and join a different team. People will tell you one thing and do a different thing. All kinds of stuff like that will happen to you. And I'm always reminded that Jim Rohn always says that when things like that happen, that the best thing to do is say, can anybody finish that sentence for me?
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, there you go. You got it. Isn't that interesting? And that's what he says. Isn't that interesting? Because you can't change a lot of those kind of situations. What you can change is your own attitude about them. What you can change is the way that you handle them. And you can change, or you can do, is you can continue anyway. That's what you can do. You can't change what other people do. You can continue to do what you know to do is right. And so I just wanted to share a couple of the things that have happened over the years with my Beachbody business, just to give you guys an idea of things that have happened to me that I've seen other people quit over, and I didn't quit. And I really believe that that is one of the top 5 reasons why I'm a 7-star diamond, 2-time elite. Not because I do amazing things. I mean, sure, there's programs, there's things that I do that, you know, that add value to people and all that kind of stuff. But one of the top 5 reasons is because when things get hard, I didn't quit. I just kept going. I just kept doing the things, and I didn't say, oh, well, I didn't get to go on that, and Beachbody did this, and Beachbody did that, and this person did that, and this person quit, and you know, oh, my life got tough here, my life got tough there. It was go. Right? I'm going to keep going, because I knew that this opportunity had the ability to give me something that I had as a goal, right? I wanted to be home with my kids. And so I said, is it worth it? You know, I was evaluating each thing. Is it worth it to keep going even through this thing? So I'll tell you one story. I remember one time we were running a fit club here at Clear Creek Community Club, right here in town near Silverdale. And this woman came to our fit club, and she had seen like a post or something that I had put out, or a flyer I had put out somewhere. And so she contacted me, and we became Facebook friends. And she was going to come for the first time to Fit Club. And I started talking to her on Messenger, and she's like, oh my gosh, I love P90X. I love all this stuff and everything. And so I was just like, well, why don't you be a coach with us? And she was like, well, how do I do that? And we had the conversation. And that night, the night before she was supposed to, or 2 nights before she was supposed to come for the first time to Fit Club, she signed up as a coach. And I was like, wow, that was awesome. I just put up a flyer and I get a coach, and she's going to be running Fit Club with us and all this stuff and everything. And it turns out that when I signed her up as a coach on the app, that she had already had an account, but when you do the coach, it doesn't matter. Like, it signs them up under you. And her other coach found out that she signed up as a coach under me, and guilted her into calling Beachbody and telling Beachbody that that I had tricked her into signing up as a coach, and Beachbody made an exception and switched her to the other coach. So all of a sudden, this person is gone from my downline, who I had a really normal, awesome conversation with, connected with her through a local fit club thing, and she is talked into being deceptive to Beachbody in order to make the change. And Beachbody wouldn't change it back because, and I didn't want them to actually, because if she was going to be deceptive and do that kind of stuff, then whatever, you can go with the other coach. But like, Beachbody doesn't change people's accounts, 3 days after. It was past 3 days when she actually got changed, and they don't do that. But they made an exception for her and changed it because she was deceptive about how she said she got signed up. It wasn't 3 months later, and a coach that had been in my downline for 6 months all of a sudden disappeared from my downline without canceling. And she was still posting about Beachbody. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? She had called Beachbody and said that because she lived in Texas and she was Spanish, that she was unable to understand me and needed a Spanish-speaking upline, and Beachbody made a exception and moved her. She had never, ever contacted me. She was a coach of a coach, and that upper coach quit, and then she became my coach. She had never contacted me or responded to any message that I ever sent her, and clearly from her Facebook speaks perfect English. So she had been deceptive to Beachbody and got moved. These happened within 3 months. I lost 2 coaches because Beachbody made exceptions that they shouldn't have made, right? So I tell you this not to tell you that Beachbody makes exceptions that they shouldn't have made, but to tell you that things like that happen, right? They thought they were making the right decision at the time. And I know so many coaches who have quit over smaller things than that. Some people would say, well, if Beachbody's going to act like this, then I'm never going to be successful because they're just going to keep holding me down. And then I can't be successful, so I have to quit, right? That is not the attitude of a successful person. Now, I admit that there are times when maybe, a company is so horribly, is doing such horrible things that it really does hold you back from actual success. But the things that happen to me, when I look back at them now, the only time I ever think about those 2 coaches is when I'm thinking about what struggles have I gone through that I could relay to my team. That's the only time I ever think about those people, right? Because they didn't want to be on my team and they moved on. At the time, though, those things can seem so huge. When you sign up a coach and you think, I've got this great coach that's coming on, and then they're gone from the back office, and you find out that Beachbody did something that, they shouldn't have done, and blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. I've had people return challenge packs, like the day after the new month. And so you start off the month. How many people have started off the month with negative Success Club points? Lisa, have you ever started off the month with negative Success Club points? You could just not. Oh, and Lisa's not even. Where'd you go, Lisa? You were on here. Oh well. But I know Lisa has experienced that, and probably other people too, where you make Success Club 1 month, and then somebody decides they want to return their challenge pack, and they return it the next month, and all of a sudden you're at -2, and you think, oh my goodness, how am I going to climb out of it? Now I have to make 7 Success Club points just to make Success Club 5. And I tell you that the difference between people who are successful and people who aren't is mindset. It's how you relate to those struggles and how you persevere through those things. I cannot tell you enough how important mindset is for this business. If you are a negative mindset person, if everything is against you, if everything is always weighing down on you, you're never going to make it. You're never going to make it that way. Jim Rohn calls this the set of the sail. Gabe, you're a Jim Rohn fan. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so he says that the wind blows on us all. What you can change is how you set the sail. And the set of the sail is your attitude, your mindset, right? That's the set of the sail. So when bad things happen to you, you set the sail in a way that you can still sail in a forward direction and get to your goal. It's just, I can't stress it enough. And this is why This is why we do personal development. It's why we do personal development, because I can tell you, if I wasn't continually doing personal development through all those times, like my upline told me, hey, read this book by Jim Rohn. Hey, listen to this audio. Hey, check this out. You know, make sure you're doing 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. If I was ignoring that part, I probably would have quit, because my mindset, I never would have heard set of the sale. I never would have heard things about mindset. I would have just had whatever my mind decided on that issue. I wouldn't have heard, hey, I can be in control of that. I can change my mindset, and that can change how successful I am. Does anybody want to share, you know, struggles and things that they've had in the business? It's okay to share struggles. You know, we can be like an AA meeting here. It's okay. Anybody, feel free. We're going to move over to the webinar here in a few minutes, but I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that you know, like, I think a lot of people think that when you get to, you know, elite coach or whatever, that everything just sails right on through for you, you know, and people come to you and you make 50 Success Club points a month and it's all good. And it's not all like that. You know, I mean, it's good, but it's not all like that. And it wasn't always like that. It's kind of like, you know, I had a video this morning about the gym, and then, you know, like on Thursdays and Fridays, most of the people that you see in the gym at 5 a.m., they're really fit. And I was thinking to myself today, you know, the reason why the people that are there on Thursdays and Fridays are really fit is because they're the people that when they weren't fit, they didn't just go on Monday and Tuesday. They kept going on Thursday and Friday, right? And now they enjoy it. And now the only people that are really there on Thursday and Friday are two kinds of people. The people who are already fit, who enjoy it and have gotten past that hump, and the people who are not quitters, who are starting their journey, but they're on that Thursday and Friday workout because they want to be those fit people that are there on Thursday and Friday, you know? And so that correlates with this business, right? Like the people that make it to 5, 6, 7 years in this business are successful, but that's because they didn't quit when coach relations moved to coach when they shouldn't have moved to coach, you know? So that needs to be you guys. Like, you have to say, I'm not going to quit because this setback happened, you know, where somebody bought from another coach, or, you know, downlines got messed up, or something like that. Questions, thoughts? Anybody else got thoughts on the idea of struggles and persevering through them? I actually have way more stories I could tell, but I don't want to bore you with all of them. Anybody? No? We're all good? All right. That's cool. Where's Coggin? Coggin always has a question. No questions from Coggin even. Man.
Hey,
all right.
I got a question.
Who's that?
It's David. It's Coggin.
Hey, Coggin's got a question. What do you know?
Hey, so my question is, are you going to have any Rhino events that we'll do like as a team during this summit event?
Other than the webinar?
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know, like a dinner, like a get together, like
yeah, on Thursday night. You're talking other than the Thursday night. Were you on at the beginning of the call?
Just barely.
Okay, so we talked about Thursday night at my place, 3:30, and then we're gonna have food and alcohol or not alcohol, whatever, you know, but we'll have alcohol there, and then and we're gonna do a webinar from there. So Thursday night, big get together, and then I don't know if we'll do another one or not, but we might do another one on Saturday or something.
Sounds good.
All right. I'll put it out in the Team Rhino Summit group too, Summit 2015 Team Rhino group.
All right.
All right. Okay. Let's call it good and head over to the webinar, and hopefully you guys got some people coming. If you don't, you got 10 minutes to get some people on. Talk to you guys in a few minutes. Bye.